inside my head. You know how to get to me by what I've seen and what I've read. Don't ask for book to shop, only tell me lies. Look at others and find ways to criticize. Nothing matter, can't you see? We control all you really see. Nothing matter, can't you see? We control all. 6,000 inconvenience vision to the eye. People want to run me, they don't find a reason why. Easy money for easy answers, that's the way it goes. Right now you need it today, and on the shelf it goes. Nothing matter, can't you see? We control all you really see. Nothing matter, can't you see? We control all. like I always done before. Keep pushing and singing. Don't know it, then I'll wing it. What else you know? That's just the way it goes. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Time to get it worked out. Results getting me down. Gotta make a new decision to be closer to my vision. Keep pushing and hustle. Fight against constant struggle. Will I ever get what I want? Some days yes, some days not. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Only time will
Thank you.
If she lets me do it, we'll both have fun. Kitty cat, please don't run. Let me rub your kitty, she's the only one. I just wanna play with your kitty. Pretty, pretty, pretty little kitty. I just wanna play with your kitty. Pretty, pretty, pretty little kitty. I just wanna play with your kitty. Pretty, pretty, pretty little kitty. I just wanna play with your kitty. Pretty, pretty, pretty little kitty. Your kitty has me on a spell. Pay attention, it's easy to tell. I'll get to you. So
What's going on, everybody? Everybody, what's going on? Happy Saturday. What's going on, everybody? Everybody, what's going on? studio quite a long time. You've been studio scared. Come here, kitty. Come on, kitty. Oh, kitty, come on. Probably go grab something to eat, something to drink. Bowl of food is just outside and around the corner. She's not here for me. She's not here for the street. idea for something to drink, something to eat. Kind of like what I used to play in the bars. Spice up the drums a little bit, shall we? Spice them? Spice them up. Spice up the drums a little bit. I like that. I hope everybody is having a good Saturday so far. Unfortunately, once again, I must cut this right at 1:30. Vehicle issues again. Same one as last Saturday. Hopefully third time's the charm, and we can get air to keep in my tire. gotta be the rim, man. New tire? No. New valve stem? No. Another new valve stem? No. The only thing left is the rim. Slow leak is not so slow anymore. My long commute, I need something to let me get up, with the boot. That's what I'm going to take a look at after the stream. slapping it, smack it all over the place. Just gotta slap it, smack it, smack it, slap it. Cheers, y'all. Happy Saturday. Ooh, doggy. It's already getting kind of hot here in the old studio. How is it for everybody else, wherever you may be? Weather report, check-in, location, temperature. How are you? How warm are you? How cold are you? How's it all? Now, it's time to make this thing sound like Man, I love the sound of this thing with that damn profile. Oh my God. I'll probably use this song for the high gain stuff in the studio as opposed to real tube amps. I like this tone so much. It's just high gain. What more can you want than this? you sure can run the gamut. From prestigiously clean and bluesy, funky, to growly, and even acoustic. What more can you want out of a six-string? Guitar, that six-string bass. working gig would they let me do that on, huh? People wonder why I'm not doing actual gigs at all anymore, and I've done this. People said stupid things like I can't get gigs. I was booked up like crazy up until I decided to stop, which was in the middle of the pandemic when there was no gigs. I decided to do this. See what I'm doing right now? Any club owner would be like, hey man, you just been fucking jamming and doing a bunch of nonsense for 15 minutes. People want this song, they want this song. No! 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 I no longer want to give the people what they want. I'm sorry, people. I am no longer prepared to to give you what you want musically. I want to do what I want to do musically. Just be a self-indulgent prick. Like this. Let's go! What up, Cosmic? Refresh or power on the feature chat. That is not good. I do not like that. That is an error on the computer side. Maybe it's just not working over there. Okay, it's just not working on my little crappy laptop, my crap top. I hit a setting and did something stupid there. So we found the issue. Now, how to fix it on my part. Cosmic Sunbeams, how are you? How is the weather in Los Angeles? How is your temperature today? It's already getting kind of hot over here. Up over here, it's getting kind of hot. It's getting hot in here. How's it for you there? Let me know. You're talking to this fucker over here, though, right? You're talking about that, right? Not me. I ain't scamming nothing. I ain't asking for nothing. I ain't asking for a damn thing. I know. How you been, man? Doing Saturday at the end of the month again? Good to have you here, Anton. Silly Goose is on silly goose.
Get my friend on the loose. What I mean now. Silly goose is on the loose. Walk on back the street.
Silly goose.
Get my friend on the loose. What I mean now. Let's on the silly goose. Walk on back the street.
Silly goose.
Get my friend on the loose.
That's silly goose.
Now let's on the silly goose. Walk on back the street.
Silly goose.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Get my friends on the loose.
That's
What I mean now. Silly goose is on the loose. Walk on back the street.
Silly goose.
Get my friends on the loose.
That's
What I
silly
mean now. Silly goose is on the loose.
Oh, nice.
Walk on back the street.
Silly goose.
Get my friends on the loose.
That's
What I
silly.
mean now. Silly goose is on the loose. Walk on back the street.
Silly goose.
Get my friends on the loose.
That's
What I
silly.
mean now. Silly goose is on the loose. Walk on back the street.
Silly goose.
Get my friends on the loose.
That's
What I
silly.
mean now. Silly goose is on the loose. Walk on back the street.
Silly goose.
Get my friends on the loose.
That's
What I
silly
mean
goose.
now.
Silly goose on the loose. What's going on, silly goose? Good to have you back again. Oh, my silly goose, my friend.
Silly goose is on the loose. Walk on back the street.
Silly goose.
Get my friends on the loose. What I mean now.
Good to have you again. Good to have you as always. Sunbeams, 72 degrees at the beach, man. Yeah, you're getting it a lot cooler than we are in Canada. I'm in like the southernmost point of Canada, the sphincter of Canada, the taint of Canada. I'd say it's the taint. Yeah, I'd say it's the taint. Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Actually, not quite the southernmost tip. You got to go a little ways to Point Peely, but it's a stone throw away to get there. Yeah, we're getting it hotter than you are in Los Angeles. Yeah, it's a hot one. Keep cool now. Once again, everybody, happy Saturday. Again, unfortunately, I'm going to have to end this stream at 1:30 on the nose. On the nose. No overtime today. There might be a pop-up stream later today. Keep notifications on all these platforms. Even if I do a pop-up stream, it's always a minimum of an hour and a half long. Hey, sometimes if I'm in the zone, having fun, not too tired, not too hungry, don't have anywhere I have to be. Like today, even though it's kind of warm, I would have probably felt like jamming well past 1:30, but gotta take care of fucking vehicle. Car problems, baby. Not much sucks more than that. AD's in the house. What's going on here? What's up, boss? What you doing? How's it going now? How's the guitar playing all around now? AD's in the house. What's going on here? What's up, boss? What you doing? How's it going now? How's the guitar playing all around now? AD's in the house. What's going on here? What's up, boss? What you doing? How's it going now? How's the guitar playing all around now? AD's back in the house. What's going on here? What's up, boss? What's up, AD? What's going on? You know that's how we do it here. You know that's how we do it here, AD. How are things? I hope you and all your family and your friends are well. It's Saturday. Gonna keep it going till only 1:30, like I said. Unfortunately, gotta go and take my van back in again for an issue with the tire. But it is what it is. Still, we go till 1:30. That gives us another 52 minutes, or as we say down on the other side of the border, 50. Cindy Lauper and Friends farewell tour coming to Hollywood Bowl. Cindy Lauper doing her farewell. You know what else, Sunbeams? I'm a huge Ozzy fan. And watching his last show and him passing away barely 2 weeks afterwards was painful. Now as well, in the metal community, Megadeth announced their very last album and tour coming. One more album, one more tour, that's it. No more Megadeth. Got some heavy hitters from the original batch of metal. One of the big four, plus Ozzy, who's like the godfather. Let's face it, the godfather, the mummy and the daddy of heavy metal. Ozzy being gone, and then now Megadeth being gone. Yeah. We're at that age. Our heroes either die or they retire. Iron Maiden, their drummer Nico McBrain for many years retired. He was just, like I was talking to my girlfriend about that the other night. Certain bands will not be able to keep on going like the Rolling Stones. Just like James Hetfield said in an interview with Joe Rogan. When Joe Rogan asked James Hetfield from Metallica, "Hey, you guys gonna go forever and just be like the Rolling Stones?" And he basically said, "I don't know about that. You know, Lars Ulrich doesn't play drums like Charlie Watts. Like those speed metal, thrash metal drummers, they're like running a marathon for 3 hours straight, beating the hell out of every joint in the body. It's crazy. I performed yesterday with my band at a collector office, kind of mayor of city of the Association of India's Independence Day. Nice, awesome. How did it go, AD? What songs did you play? How long was the set? Details, AD. We need details. That's awesome. Yeah, man. Get out there, like I said, and gig as much as you can with as many people as you can. Try your best to always find musicians better than you to play with whenever possible. That'll make you better. Don't be one of those egotistical bastards that I don't want to play with him. He's better than me. He's going to show me up. No, he's not going to show you up. He's going to show you things. He's going to show you things. He's going to learn. Great. Yeah, more details, AD. More details. Awesome, man. Awesome. erotic song called Mendel Matriama, but those officials were impressed by our performance. So 8 more chances. Awesome. I probably completely butchered the name of the song, but no, that's awesome. That's awesome. That is fantastic. Yes, get as many opportunities as you can to perform. Like what I'm doing now, you can do that too. But, you know, I've already done all the gigging in public, playing with other musicians for God knows how many years. I don't really need that much more of it. I'm a lot more comfortable doing that these days, but I did that for decades. So really, you know, if you can, you got a little web camera and a recording interface, you can do live streams like I do on your off time. But you should mainly concentrate on getting as many gigs like you are right now. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Way to go, AD. Fuck yeah, man. Kill it. That's how you do it, man. I say, be open-minded and play with as many different people, play as many gigs as you can, but there will eventually come a point where you have to start putting your foot down and start saying, you need to give us money, and you need to give us at least this amount of money. You seem like you're just starting off, getting your first few gigs, get your foot in the door, then you're going to have to start getting paid appropriately. Because music and art and what you're doing work, okay? You have to lug out all your equipment, your sound equipment, you're putting a lot of time and money of your own into it. Eventually, you're going to have to start getting yourself paid as well, too. I understand there's an event like this. You said it was like, you know, a national celebration. Well, I get it. You know, some of those every now and again, depending on what they are, is good. But yeah, man, all in time, man. Just play, love it, jam with as many people as completely possible. Never not whammy. Here's a whammy for you. Never not whammy. It's a whammy. Oh my mammy, mammy, it's not a whammy, never not whammy, mammy. Mammy, never not whammy. Oh my mammy, mammy, it's not a whammy, never not whammy, mammy. Mammy, never not whammy. Oh my mammy, mammy, it's never a whammy, never not whammy, mammy. Whammy, never not whammy. Oh my mammy, mammy, it's never a whammy, never not whammy, mammy. Whammy, never not whammy. Never Oh my mammy, 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 it's never not whammy. Oh my mammy, never whammy, never not whammy. Oh my mammy, never whammy, whammy. Oh my Good to see you, Whammy. I also got to perform at the street corner, but not much audience came out, but we were doing our time. Yeah, that's cool. Over here, we call that busking. You're being a busker, busking, a street performer. Essentially, out in the street, or a lot of people do it around subways, in the subway tunnels. As people are coming in and out of the subway, they sit there, out there in the subway to provide a little bit of music. Yeah, it's all cool, man. Performance is performance. So when you do it completely acoustic, or you bring out battery-powered amplifiers and stuff like that. That's cool, man. That's really cool. store now sells secret elixirs in Canada. They sell singles. You walk in, grab a single can of beer or whatever, and just drink it right there. You're not supposed to do it. What else is right there at a convenience store selling singles for? What's that for? I know you would think. I think that you would think. What do I think? Is that right, Whammy? I love the whammy on this. It costs more than any single part on the whole guitar. This Floyd Rhodes system, because it has the piezo acoustic pickup in it and the preamp that goes with it, that was $750 alone. That was worth more than even the raw neck and body that I got from the builder in China. I don't want to get into them too much. There's going to be a video coming out fairly soon. I need to do that. Whammy, what I use the piezo pickup for is, if you take a look at this is a custom build guitar. It's based off of like a Gem RG without the handle cut in it. This is a complete custom build. I sourced every single part on this guitar myself. Every, down to the screws, everything. Pickguard is custom made by the tech that I had put it together. It was a total badass. I have a two-way switch here, on. There's no pickup blending at all. So over here, this way is the neck single coil. Over here is the bridge single coil. A single master volume, and the master volume is a push-pull pot. So only when I pull the master volume do I get piezo. So I'm not having that issue. When I'm playing with the piezo, I'm not digging in that hard that you're hearing that. And I don't use any of the modes that blend the electric magnetic pickups with the piezo at all. I don't do that on this guitar at all. It's just extremely simple. Single volume with a push-pull pot, two-way switch. Push in, it's the magnetic pickup, and the two-way switch gives you either just the neck pickup single coil or just the bridge pickup humbucker, and you pull the pot and that two-way switch does nothing, and then you're in piezo mode. That's the way mine's done. Not really an issue for me because of that. And every now and again in a piezo acoustic mode, I do use the Floyd a little tiny bit. Yeah. No, it's the because this is Graph Tech, so I think it's the Ghost system. Yeah, this is a Graph Tech. So yeah, I think there's just the Ghost system. But I got the most basic preamp. Like I said, it's a good preamp, but it's the most basic one because I don't need all the controls to blend between the magnetic and the piezo, which some people really like. It's just for me, no. I want it to be simple. Single master volume, push pull to go between magnetic two-way switch, so that way I'm getting, because I don't see the need even of blending a humbucker and a single coil. Like, why would you want to do that? Blending single coils will become like a, its own humbucker kind of thing. Like on a Strat, I see having, blending there because you can mix the two single coils together to make them reverse round so you don't get that 60 cycle hump. Essentially making a makeshift spread out humbucker. I get that. But with an actual single coil and an actual bridge pickup, because to me, nothing sounds better for clean than a single coil in the neck. And as we know, for high gain, nothing sounds better than a humbucker in the bridge. And in my Valton GP200 over here, I got a second preset that I go to, which is an acoustic preamp for my guitar. I heard from a bandmate that electric guitar is easier to learn than acoustic, but you really have to be careful to have control over it. I didn't know much, but he was talking about Strat, like a Stratocaster. You know what? Saying this one is harder, that one is harder. At the end of the day, the musical theory, the notes, all that sort of stuff, the harmony, the structure, it's all the same. All of that stuff is the same. It's the approach and the role that the instrument plays because it has a different tone. It has a different tone to it. Therefore, sometimes a different approach. But you can still learn how to play on any one instrument that you have at a time and make good learning use out of it and use it in a lot of different ways, even with only one of them. Yeah, there's a story about this gold single. I forget what brand this is. It's an Amazon brand, but I couldn't find the humbucker actually is gold. I didn't have to get a special cover for it. But I went through like 5 or 6 different sets of for a Strat, all 3 single coil covers for my one neck single coil cover, and I couldn't find anything close. Finally, I had to take my girlfriend helped me with her Dremel, and we Dremeled it out so it actually fit on this. But yeah, all fucking gold hardware. This is actually metallic bronze. If you look at this guitar in a certain light, it almost looks silver. It's crazy, but yeah, this thing is exactly what I wanted. It's exactly my specs. The best of single coils for clean, the best of humbuckers for high gain, and acoustic piezo. This thing does it all. And because it's gem style, it's got that back neck joint that goes back like that, so you can really get up there. Really get up there easy. Thanks so much. Hey everybody, it's Sean here. What's going on, Sean? Sean Chandler, everybody. Make sure you give him a sub, as well as the Chandler Brothers. That's his link right there over here on YouTube. Hit that up. And Sean, throw in a link for your brother's channel, the Chandler Brothers. Everybody must do it. Give it a click. Sean Chandler, 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 Sean Chandler.
Give him a song now.
Sean Chandler, Sean Chandler.
Click it with love now.
Sean Chandler, Sean Chandler.
Give him a song now.
Sean Chandler, Sean Chandler.
Click it with love now. Don't you forget those Chandler brothers. Give them the song they'll like the brother. Don't you forget those Chandler songs.
Give them all some, nothing but love, y'all. nervous. These are all guitar players. These are all people that are going to see my mistakes and my sloppiness. They're all going to see my shortcomings. We got AD, part of the new generation of guitar slingers that's going to come around and replace us old farts. We're too old and too arthritic to do anymore. Hell yeah. We need fresh blood like AD. This AD here. I couldn't pronounce his name. He's like, just call me AD. Hey, GK, call me AD. There we go. We'll do that. We got Never Not Whammy and Sean, current badass guitar players and shredders. It's good to see other musicians not taking that whole competitive vibe type of bullshit. Like, you can't show support to another musician because stupidity and ego. It's usually like, there's only so much to go around for. No, there's not only so much to go around for everybody. There's enough for everybody. Be supportive of your fellow musicians and your brethren. They're all just people. I never understood that, you know, why people would be egotistical and all that, standoffish stuff. You got something in common already. You love to fucking play music. You put a lot of time into learning your craft. You might actually want to hang out with these fucking people. Cool, yo. Just like all these peeps is over here. None but love and respect for y'all right here. Love it. It is my favorite guitar of all time. It's a custom build exactly how I want it. Waiting on my custom bass. My custom bass is going to be a beast. Stereo Rico sound, pickup splitting, and 6-string with a cutaway right up there that you can get right up to that 24th fret. Nice and playable. Ooh, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be cranberry red. Sean, I forgot to ask you, how are you liking your new modeler you got again? I forgot, what did you get? What brand of multi-effects unit modeler did you just pick up? You just got like... What company was it? I want to say it's that one company that's on the tip of my tongue. I can't figure it out. I know you said you just got yourself a amp modeler multi-effects unit that you're really looking forward to toying with. What the hell was it? The brand name, they used to have the really big looper board, the huge, ginormous one. That 6 tracks on it. Oh, fuck. I can't remember the name of it. But anyways, what is that unit again and how are you liking it? And can it take NAMM profiles? I'm telling you, man. You might think that I'm endorsed by them for talking so much about them. I'm not. It's just freeware and it just brought new life to my ballot. Head rush, yes. Nice. Yeah, the head rush stuff is nice. Now, is the head rush stuff able to take NAMM profiles? And I'm sure you know what NAMM is for recording. Like, the amp model captures, like, I got that loaded into my Valentin GP200. This has nothing to do with the computer setup. I just load it over to here and just... To me, that's one of the best high gain sounds I've ever gotten off the guitar. guitar. And it's just the amp profile with the IR of an oversized Mesa Boogie with Mesa Boogie 412 cab loaded with V30s. Just head crushing. That's a clone of the John Petrucci JP2C Mesa Boogie had with a TS808 boosting it to signal. Just and a lot of these units too, as I'm sure you know, but you're probably not using it that way the same way I'm not. They work as a recording interface if you don't have a recording interface. USB in your computer into your DAW, record and go. You probably have a proper interface like I do, and you just still run into the recording interface. Yeah. It's like when you're live streaming or not, you need a recording interface. Luckily for me, like I actually do have a recording interface that I use for recording all my videos and all my other stuff. But for all my live streams, the RC600 is a recording interface. I'm going USB out of that into the computer and just monitoring out of the headphone outputs with in-ear monitors. Everything is going correct. All the effects in it, compression, perfect. The guitars and basses have their own respective effects units. Same with the vocals. I have a vocal harmonizer. I use the actual reverb built into the actual RC600 for a little bit of reverb on the drums and reverb and EQing on the drums and the vocals. That's it. It works perfectly, this setup for me. There's not a lot of factors that can break down because as long as that looper's working, everything else is working. And it has a virtual mixing board inside of it too. So yeah, it's just a single. It has 6 outs. When I was gigging out and going through an actual mixing board and speakers, I went out of every one of the actual 6 outputs. So that way I can mix it like a full band. But now it's got a virtual mixer in it and one single USB to the computer is all I need. And then the headphone outs goes to my in-ear monitor system. That'd be creepy. There's not enough demand for this show for humans, let alone for AI to be doing it. That'd be funny. Hey, Sunbeams, if you are going to cook up some AI shit of me, send it to me. My email address, just gkmack@gkmack.com. See right there, gkmack.com. Just put gkmack@gkmack.com. That's my email address. That'd be hilarious. If you cook up some AI shows of me, send them to me. I think that'd be hysterical. But I don't think so unless somebody like you would actually go and take the initiative to do it. I think that'd be the only way there'd be an AI me. Yeah. Perish the thought. The world doesn't want regular me, yet alone AI me. FaceTime, y'all. Sometimes I sit up here with a big grin on my face. That's only 'cause I'm about to slap some bass, y'all. through Friday, day job. 8 hours of working with 4 hours of driving. Makes a 12-hour day. So Monday through Friday depends on what's going on. But my schedule as far as content releasing goes, something comes out 6 days a week. 1 live stream a week, 2 full-length YouTube videos, and 3 shorts every week. Thursday is the only day that no content comes out. And every now and again, I like to pull in the pop-up stream a week. So that would technically make 6 things of content. But I work my day job. I live my life, eat, hang out with my girl and all that kind of shit. Have a life and put in an extra 30 hours of work into all this. Sometimes 40 or 50. So between everything, I'm working on the low end, 70 hours a week. It's on the high end, 90, 95 with all this music stuff. I consider this work too in a certain sense. It's time put in. But yeah, the day, it depends. The only thing that's solid is my day job work schedule. That's the same Monday through Friday. But when I work on my stuff and what days during the week, it all depends. I have deadlines. Like I say, every Saturday from 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless I'm on vacation or feeling sick or anything else going on, that stream happens. Just like every Sunday at 7 p.m., a YouTube video comes out. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m., a YouTube video comes out. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, a YouTube short comes out. Monday and Wednesday are from this channel. Friday is Musician Geek. There's something going on, and I never, ever, have not in years missed an upload. A couple weeks ago, back, I took a vacation and went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and didn't do my Saturday stream because of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's about it. Yeah. So yeah, I keep it busy, y'all. Monday through Friday, I don't end up doing very much. I usually end up cramming everything I have to do, for the most part, into my Saturdays and Sundays. I usually do that, so it gives me enough time to relax, plus binge out on some other things. But quite a few days during the week, I put in at least a couple hours at home with some other stuff. It all depends. The 9 to 5 job, which isn't really 9 to 5, it's 7 to 3:30, plus the drive and all that kind of stuff, that is static. That is, I have to do that at those times. But all the rest of this stuff, I can break it up as long as I'm meeting my deadlines of when the next videos need to be posted, and I'm here when I'm supposed to be starting the stream. Yeah. So it's, it is what it is. You work your way around it. I remember somebody saying, how do you have the stamina to keep up with doing all the streams until I keep up with the live streams? I fucking love doing these. I'm just self-indulgent. I play what I want. I'm not having to play the same old shit that I had to when I was like a full-time musician. I'm not worried about covers and giving people what they want. I'm just having fun. This right here is fun. Now the YouTube videos, some of that is a lot of work with all the editing and stuff that goes into all the gear demos and other stuff. Reaction videos? Yeah, those are just fun. Just be sitting there watching stuff that I'd be doing something on my phone stuff without any what I'm talking about. everybody. As much as I'd love to keep her going and just keep jamming out and having fun on Goldie and with all you and with my Ricky bass, I've got to go and run some errands. One in particular, my van. All right, everybody, stay tuned because I might do a pop-up stream later tonight because I felt like playing more and I'm not able to today. As per usual, the only scheduled live stream is every Saturday from 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The hour and a half time limit is a bare minimum. If I don't have somewhere to go, I'm not super hungry, I'm not super tired, nothing like that, I'll play longer. I've gone 10 and a half hours before. Again, even when I do a pop-up stream, I'm doing a minimum, an absolute minimum of only an hour and a half. So keep your notifications on all these platforms. Thanks so much, everybody, and see you all again real soon. Maybe even a little bit later today or tonight. Keep those notifications on. Fly your remote. Shit.
Carry on a stick with promises laid within. Just another spin. Looks like the doctor is in some intelligence. Despite my diligence, this amount of life, it's just so it is. I really hope you get what's coming. All of your promises equal nothing. Bait and switch, you will always bluffing. I really hope you get what's coming. It's all falling apart. We knew right from the start. I'm just so unsure. Do I have to watch it burn? My mouth has a bad taste. My time has been waste. They should feel disgraced. Morality misplaced. I really hope you get what's coming. All of your promises equal nothing. Bait and switch, you will always bluffing. I really hope you get what's coming. I really hope you get what's coming. All of your promises equal nothing. Bait and switch, you will always bluffing. I really hope you get what's coming. I really hope you get what's coming. All of your promises equal nothing. Bait and switch, you will always bluffing. I really hope you get what's coming. Job to job, day to day, gotta hustle and a bustle to get the pay. The hours keep on coming, and my head feels like it's humming.